Professor was teaching and suddenly a student knocked the door and all the students started hooting and cheering for him. Slowly knocked the door. May I come in, sir? June, without looking at him. No. Please. June looked at him with crossed arm. You are late for my class, Rikojin. Jin, sir, I have genuine reason. June, I don't care. You have to come for the lecture before time. It's not the public garden where you come whenever you want. Jin, I agree, sir, but seriously, I have genuine reason. Please let me explain. June, okay, tell me, why are you late? Jin, sir, actually, I came in the university 1 hour earlier than my as usual time, but walking from parking lot to here took me all the time. June, oh really? So you are trying to say you took 1 hour to cover the distance from parking lot to this classroom? Jin nodded his head vigorously. Yes, sir. June, can't you find any sensible excuses than this stupid one? Jin, no, sir. Please believe me. I'm not making any excuse. It's very genuine problem. June, how can I believe you, Kim Shiko-jin, when I took only 5 to 10 minutes to come here? Jin, a normal person can take only 5 to 10 minutes. June, so you are trying to say you aren't normal? Jin, not at all. I'm not normal person. I'm worldwide handsome. Do you know how much rush was there? Oof, it was so crowded. Lots of girls and boys were there. They all stopped me. They wanna click pics with me. Some wanna do handshake. How can I deny them? So in all these things I came late. Oof, it's so difficult task to become worldwide handsome. I have to suffer daily. June, I can see you suffering. Jin, so now can I come inside? June, but from next time you came late, then I won't allow you to enter in my class. Do you get it? Jin, of course, sir. Thank you so much. He entered in the classroom and sat on his seat. His seat was already reserved. Whatever he came late or early, no one dared to sit on his seat. After all, he is worldwide handsome. Soon June stopped teaching. He saw everyone was drooling over him, which makes him more angry. He angrily looked at him. June angrily, Kim Shikojin, I want you in my cabin right now. Left. Jin flinched hard. Oh, okay, sir. June angrily came to his cabin and after a few minutes Jin entered inside the cabin and locked the door. From inside he was holding lots of flowers. Jin innocently, sir, you call me? June looked at his cheerful face. Then flowers. Pointed on flowers. What's this? Jin, oh, this, it's flowers. June, I know this very well, Dad, it's flower. Where did you get it from? Jin, when I was coming to you, some students gave me this. It's so pretty, na? June angrily went to him. Very pretty. Snatched the flowers from his hand and destroyed it. After that, burned them. Jin, hey, what did you do? Why did you destroy my flowers? They were so pretty. June angrily sat on his chair. I did what I should have done. Jin angrily looked at him, but then gulped hard. Are you angry? June grinding his teeth. No, I'm very happy. Threw the papers on his face. Jin saw the paper. I can explain you. June, oh really? Then please explain me this. Jin, I didn't get time to prepare for this test. That's why my marks are this much low. June, this test was announced 1 week ago. You have 1 week time for this. 1 damn week is less for you. How much time you want to prepare for a simple test? You call this marks low? Seriously, Jin? 2 out of 50 isn't low. You are failed. It shows you aren't taking your studies seriously. Jin, oh, so now I will get punishment? June looked at him. You know what? Just go from here and live in your Delulu world. I don't want to see your face. Jin went to him and sat on his lap. Alex were on each side of June. How dare you to disrespect my worldwide handsome face? This is the greatest sin in my eyes. I'm ready to for any punishment. Open your eyes and punish me. June, while closing his eyes tightly, I don't want to punish you. Get lost from here. Jin peeked on his lips. Where do I go after leaving my husband? June was still closing his eyes. He was so angry. He didn't want to burst on him. And Jin was so stubborn. He never accepted defeat. He can tolerate anything, but June's ignorance never, ever, not even in his dreams. He started peeking all over on his face. He kept trying to kiss him, but June was pressing his lips more tightly and didn't let him kiss. He knew very well how to handle his sassy husband after trying so many attempts, but when he couldn't get succeed, he loosened June's tie and opened his upper two buttons and harshly bit on his neck. June still didn't open his eyes, which made him more frustrated, so he started and biting same place again and again and gave him a dark purple. Jin, I will see how long you can control yourself. June grabbed his hairs and pulled it. I have so much control on myself. You haven't. You disobeyed me so many times. I warned you so many times, but you never listened to me. You love to disobey me, right? Jin shook his head virtuously. June, worse, Jin. I want verbal answer. Otherwise, I won't take much time to turn your worldwide handsome face red and swollen. Jin, I'm sorry. Please let me go only this time. Next time I will remember this. June, I will make sure this. Pat his cheek now. Get up. Jin shook his head vigorously. No. First kill me, then I will let you go. June, despite failing in test, do you still think I will let you kiss me? Jin, I'm sorry na. June, Jin, get up before I do anything which I shouldn't have to do. Jin, then do. Why are you controlling yourself? I'm ready to take anything, but not your ignorance. June picked him in his arms and made him sit on the table. You broke my trust. You broke our promise. Now nothing can happen. Left. Jin, Junie! Time skipped at home. June tiredly entered inside the house and Jin gave him water to drink, which he drank. He was going to his room, but Jin stopped him by holding his hand. Jin, Junie, are you still angry? June yanked his hand. Shouldn't I? Jin, yes, you should. June, then why are you wasting your mind time to ask the same question again and again? Jin, I know I did wrong. Not wrong, extremely wrong. Now tell me, what should I do to gain your forgiveness? I am ready to do anything. June looked at him and chuckled. Anything? Jin, yes, anything. You just say. I will happily do without your any question. Jin, then get back my image which got ruined just because of you. You know this very well that in the university every professor know that you are my husband. You know what they said? They said I can't handle my own husband. I lost in your beauty. I was ruining your future here in the university. I only pretended as a history professor, but when it comes to my own husband, I'm so lenient. I'm so lost in pleasure. Seriously, pleasure. Everyone thinks it's all my fault. I couldn't control on myself. That's why you didn't get time to study. I'm the reason of your poor grades. Jin shook his head vigorously. No, it's wrong. There is nothing like this. You never. Cut off. June, I haven't finished yet, Kim Shigojin. Don't you dare to cut off my words. Jin mumbled, sorry, looked down. June harshly grabbed his ears and made him look up. Eyes on me when I am talking with you. I won't repeat myself again and again. Tell me, how long has it been since we lived together? How long has it been since we got married? Jin, 1 year. June, wrong answer. Our marriage has completed 1 year, 4 months, 20 days, 12 hours, and 16 minutes. Tell me, have we ever moved ahead from kiss? Have we done anything else besides kissing till now? You asked me for time on wedding night. Did I ever try to touch you after that? Didn't I promise you that I will wait until you get ready? I'm still keeping my promise, but where is your promise? Didn't I tell you clearly before our marriage, when we met first time alone, that I'm a university professor and I'm very strict towards the studies? I can't bear any carelessness. If you want to become my husband, then you have to focus on your studies. Tell me, god damn it, I told you this before marriage or not? Aren't I always available for studies? Have I ever denied you to do anything? I fulfill your all the demands. Only I know how I control myself when others were ruling over my husband, when they praise your beauty, when they give you roses, when they ask you to go out, when they try to hug you. Only I know how much painful experience is that when I have such a hot and husband, but I can't do anything. Whenever I sleep, you hug me tightly. Only I know how I control myself. Why am I doing this? I don't need to control myself. We are legally married. I am your husband. I have full right on your soul and body, but still I am not crossing my limits just because of your future. Once we started doing these things, I'm sure we can't be able to control on ourselves. We will lost all our senses. We can't stay without doing it. It will affect your studies too, which I don't want. You're in final year. In few months you will get your degree. I'm thinking this much for you, but can't you focus on your studies? Do you know how much humiliating feeling was this when your own colleagues complaints about your own husband? I can bet you can't even imagine. If you were only my student, then I can get back you on right track in few days, but you aren't my student only, you are my husband too. Tell me, what punishment should I give you? Should I slap you, spank you? Should I beat you with my cane or belt? You aren't only my son whom I can beat, you are my husband. Our relationship is very complicated. As a professor, I have full right to beat you on your mistake, but as a husband, I can't do this. It's wrong. I can only scold you. I can't beat you. It will come under domestic violence. You know what? No matter how much I try to understand you, you will do which you think is right. When did you listen to anyone? Then do whatever you want. Spoil your future gladly. I'm your husband. I will always be on your side. Whatever you are right or wrong, I took vow on our wedding days, which I will keep till my last breath. I can't leave your side. I think I should get used to humiliation because you are not going to change. It's high time I should change myself and become used to it, right? Of course, it's right. After all, I love you. I have to pay it from my dignity. He angrily spat at everything, then went to his room, leaving Jin there alone in the tears of remorse. June's each and every word was right and screaming his pain, which he hid from so long. He tried a lot to not burst on him, but couldn't control on himself and burst out. Time skipped after some times. June came out from the washroom while drying his hairs with the towel. He was still looking mad, but not like before. But yeah, he was in bathrobe. He saw his clothes On the bed, he understood Jin placed them here. He didn't see anything and wore his clothes. He went to dressing table and saw there some papers along with his belt. He took the papers and started checking it. June, come here. I know you are hiding in closet. Come out and explain me what's this. Jin came out from the closet and stood in front of him. I solved the test papers 5 times. Tell me, how is it? Did I solve it correctly or not? I promise I didn't cheat. I did everything by myself. Please trust me. June, I know you solved it by yourself. Jin, really? But how did you know? June, because it's all wrong. Jin, I'm sorry. June showed him belt. Why did you bring belt? Whose belt is this? It's not mine. Jin, it's mine. It's the thickest belt which I had. I compared it with your and mine. June, why did you give it to me? What should I do with it? Jin took a deep breath. Beat me with this. June shocked. Are you mad? Have you lost your mind? Threw it. Jin again picked it and gave it to him. Yes, you heard right. I want you to beat me by this for my each mistake. I want you to let me remind how much pain I gave to you. June, I think you lost your mind. That's why you are talking nonsense. Jin held his hand. No, I didn't lose my mind. I am talking in my full sense. I am giving you full permission to beat me. Don't worry, it's not coming under domestic violence. June, no, it's wrong. Jin slapped him with his full force. See, I slapped you first. This is for spoiling your husband. Again slapped him. And this is for not taking any action. Grabbed his fistful hairs and pulled it harshly, just like this. Licked his lip. Blood which was dripping from June's lips. Show me how much you love me. Show me your love and concern. I don't want any mercy. I want you to hold yourself. Show me your anger. Show me your pain. Show me your humiliation. My mistakes aren't this small to neglect. I want my punishment without any mercy. I don't want you to go easy on me. Show me your worst side. I want to see that. Tell now. You fulfill my all the demands. Now fulfill my this demand too. June wrapped the belt on his wrist. Go and sit on the bed and remove your shirt. Jin, that's like my husband. He happily went to the bed and removed his shirt and neatly folded. As soon as he placed his shirt on the bed, he received a hard stroke on his milky white back and it immediately turned red. He wasn't prepared for this. June didn't give him time to prepare himself. Jin fell on the bed due to sudden pain but didn't scream. He suppressed his screams. June angrily shouts, Kim Shikogen, scream! Don't you dare to suppress your screams! I wanna listen to your scream! Hit him. Jin screamed his lungs out. Ah! Note, screamings help to guide the person who is punishing. By screaming, he can understand when will he has to stop. There is very thin line between punishment and abuse. Punishment shouldn't be become abuse. That's why June told him to scream. June, tell me, why don't you come to me when you didn't understand anything? Jin, June, I want answer. Jin, tell me. Jin, don't like it. June, you don't like it? Huh? Don't worry, today onwards you will like everything. He was hitting him with full force. He didn't show any mercy, just like Jin wants. At last, bell broke and he threw it on the floor and left the room. Jin tiredly fell on the bed. He was crying mess. After a few minutes, June came back with a bowl of lukewarm water and a glass of honey water. His anger was calmed down. He saw Jin was listening. He went to him and placed the bowl and glass While the side table, he grabs to see Brucey's, his heart sinks to see his loving pain. He sat on the bed and pulled him on himself. Jin flinched hard. So sorry. June strokes his ears. It's all right. You're fine now. Now drink some water. Jin looked at him with teary eyes and shook his head vigorously. No, kiss. June, what? I don't understand anything. First drink water, then say. Jin put his index finger on his lips. Kiss. June, oh, so you want kiss? Jin nodded his head vigorously. Yes. June, stop behaving like it. Drink some water. I mixed honey in it so that your sweet melodious voice won't be damaged. Jin stubbornly, no. June, you won't listen to me. Ash peeked on his lips. Now drink the water. I will give you a proper kiss after this. Jin quickly gulped the water like an obedient child and demanded kiss. June ignored him and started cleaning his brushes gently by the lukewarm water. Jin was only hissing, not screaming, but now the toughest work came. Applying ointment. Jin hates ointment because of his burning sensation. June knew this very well. He got an idea and said, June, Ginny, come here and give me a tight hug. Now it's the time to get your kissy. Jin quickly crawled towards him and sat on his lap and hugged him tightly. June pulled him on wrong yet passionate kiss. Kissing was just a way to divert him from ointment. He quickly started applying ointment. Jin was so lost in kissing, so he didn't pay attention on that. Time skipped after few months. Few months passed. Jin passed out his university, not being topper, but yeah, by good grades. Everything was going well, but past few weeks, Jin was behaving odd. Every night after June sleeping, Jin went outside and returned in early morning, being all tired. When June asked, he said he's doing night shift in his dad's company. June knew Jin was lying, but still didn't say him anything. Today he decided to ask from Jin. For that he was waiting for Jin in the living room. He didn't sleep whole night. Soon Jin arrived in the house. He was so tired. He was going to somewhere, but lights turned on. He got shocked to see June there. June, where are you going? Come here. Jin looked at him. Junie, you're still awake. Come, let's sleep together. I'm so sleepy. Jin, come here. Neither I'm going to sleep nor you. We have to talk. Jin, Junie, I'm really so sleepy. Can't we talk tomorrow? June, strictly, come here. Jin, sit on the couch. June, concerned, what happened? Jin, nothing. June, where were you? Jin, I told you now, I'm doing night shift in dad's company. June, Jin, I wanna listen the truth. Dad himself called me today and told me to make you understand so that you take care of his business. Jin, Dad. June, Jin, now tell me the truth. Don't think I'm doubting on you. I trust you so much. I know if you are out for a whole night, then definitely there must be some reason behind it. As your husband, it's my right to know about it. Jin, Junie, I know you are worried for me, but there is nothing to worry. Now come, let's sleep. Stood up, June pulled his hand. Sit here, we aren't going anywhere. Jin, June, what happened? Jin, nothing. June, what nothing? Let me check. Jin, there is nothing to check. I'm fine. June slapped his hand. I will see Dad by myself. Ripped his shirt and grabbed to see the wound. This is nothing for you? Are you serious? Jin, it's just a small cut, nothing else. I'm fine. June, shut up, just shut up. This seems small to you. Blood is dripping from it, and you are saying it's a small cut. You know what? I will see you later. He brought first aid kit and started treating his wounds and gave him painkiller too, as it was the early morning, so he can't go to doctor. Jin looked at June's worried and disappointed face. Junie, are you angry? June stayed silent. Please talk na, I'm fine. June, I can see how much fine you are. Is there anything left to talk? No matter how much I try to talk with you, but you never gonna tell to me. Jin held his both the hands. No, Junie, there is nothing like this. I trust you more than myself. Okay, fine, I'm telling you. You know this very well that I'm elder than you. June nodded his head. Mom and dad, Jin's parents told me that you're 2 years elder than me. Due to some personal reason, you left the studies in middle, but now they wanted you to at least complete your degree. Jin, Junie, please don't be scared. I'm a secret mafia. June started laughing loudly. Mafia? Oh, Ginny, how can you joke? Even in this serious situation. Junie, I'm not kidding. I'm really a secret mafia. June, if you are a secret mafia, then I'm the president. Arthur, of course, Junie, you are the president. Army's president. Junie, why aren't you believing me? June, because my husband is so cute and childish. How can he be mafia? Mafias are very strong and powerful and scary too. And just look at you. You only have raps scary. You are too cute. Pulled his cheeks. Jin pulled out his and gave to him. See, I'm a mafia. Nobody knows my identity. I'm a hidden from mafia world. Because of my innocent face, nobody can doubt on me. That's why I was chosen as secret mafia. June, it's heavy. It means you aren't lying. Jin, why would I lie to you? You are my life, my first and last love. For my mafia training and other stuff, I took 5 years break from my studies. Mom and dad also knew about this, but they never supported me. June, don't tell me you got this cut in any mission. Jin, no, I got this cut by stealing the information. I was on my secret mission which had completed today. That's why I'm telling you today. June, okay, now leave this field. It's too risky. I don't want to lose you at any cost. Jin, what are you saying? How can I leave this just like your profession? It's my profession. I did so much hard work for this. I know it's very risky, but I'm fully trained. Mom and dad never understood me and my work, but at least you understand now. June thinks for 2 minutes. Okay, fine, you can continue your work, but promise me you will never hide anything from me. I mean your injuries, even the smallest one too. Jin, I promise I will never hide my injuries from you. June, good. Now let's leave. We will visit the doctor after some times. Picked him in his arms and went to his room. Time skipped after a week. Jin's dad's company completed its golden jubilee. 50 years. It's the family company. His grandfather started it. Today, Jin's dad gave it to him. It's their party. June was very happy and cheering for him, just like a supportive husband. Not everyone knows about June is Jin's husband until Mr. Kim announced it. Now everyone started gossiping about it, which didn't get unnoticed by him. They were making fun of his appearance and status. Jin came from billionaire family and June is a simple university professor. Man 1, I thought Jin's husband would also be from billionaire family. Woman 1, yeah, I also thought it's okay if he isn't from billionaire family, but at least he should get some looks. After all, Arjun is worldwide handsome. Men 2, yeah, you are right. I think Jin is forced to marry with him. He must have known any secret of their family. That's why Mr. Kim accepted him as his son-in-law. Woman 2, he doesn't deserve a Jin. There is so no match between them. Jin is a prince and June is a beggar. Man 2, he is forced. Jin can't be happy with him. He will always be embarrassed. Poor Jin. I'm feeling pity on him. June heard their talks and his heart broke into million of pieces. It's nothing new for him. He always heard this type of taunts. Somewhere he also started to feel that he wasn't worthy for him. He wrote a letter for Jin and gave to Peter, then secretly left from there. It was raining heavily with thunderstorm. June was walking on the deserted road. He didn't know where he was going. He was only walking. He was totally broken. It's only his body. His soul already left his body. Suddenly a car came there and kidnapped him. He was asking for help, but no one was there to help him. A man who wore a black mask dragged him inside the room and harshly slapped him. He fell on the bed. He quickly ripped June's clothes and left him only in boxers. Outside was raining heavily with thunderstorm. June was so scared. Here is so dark. It's a big glass bedroom in the middle of the forest. It's one-side glass. That means you can see outside's view, but no one can see inside. June, scared and covered himself by blanket. Who are you and why did you bring me here? What do you want from me? I have nothing to give you. Please leave me. Man, deep scary voice. You have everything which I want. Pull the blanket and throw it somewhere in the room. June, I'm already married. It's not right. Man, I don't care about right or wrong. Everything is mine. I know very well how to make you mine. Unbuckled his belt and started hitting him. June, why are you hitting me? What did I do? Man removed his mask. How dare you to leave your husband? June, shocked to see his face. Ginny! Jin, yes, me, you Ginny. How dare you to leave me? What do you think about yourself, Kim Namjoon? You can't do anything, whatever comes in your mind. This marriage is only yours. How can you take the decision to break it without my consent? How? I understood. You won't understand the meaning of love. That's all right. I have so many other ways to make you understand. I will never give you divorce. You have to live with me till our last breath. Did you understand this? You can't decide in which thing my happiness is. I'm an adult and I can take decision of myself. He was continuously beating him. He didn't give him any chance to breathe. He was way too scary. He wasn't sweet Ginny. He was Mafia Jin. June was only screaming. This room was soundproof. His screamings can't go outside. June's whole body was dark red marks. Some were already bleeding. Jin harshly pulled June's hairs and made him see himself and asked, Jin, did you learn your lesson yet or not? Will you ever dare to leave me? June cracked voice. No. Jin angrily threw the belt. Good. Jin sat on the floor near the bed and started crying. June got shocked to hear his crying, so he somehow crawled to him and shook. June shook him. Why are you crying? I should cry. You beat me mercilessly and pulled out my blood. Jin, in crying voice, you are so mean. You left me alone. How dare you to think about divorce? Since when you did people's opinion matter for you? June, I'm sorry. I wasn't in my right sense. Please forgive me. See, you beat me too. Today I realized that my husband is a really mafia. Your soft hands are so powerful. See, outside is raining. Let's do our unfinished work, please. Jin looked at him and sat on the bed. So now you realized we have to finish something which we should have done long ago. June, you were the one who asked time. Now I can't control anymore, please. Jin shyly nodded his head. Okay. June quickly kissed his forehead and started unbuttoning his shirts and removed it. He placed few on his shoulder blade. Jin pushed in on his stomach and trailed his index finger on his backbone. A chill shiver ran to his spine. June's every single touch gave him shiver. He pressed his lips on his smooth unmarked back and started it. It filled his full back with lots of generous mess. After few minutes, June pulled out and saw the art which he made, and a proud smile crept on his lips. He turned Jin and made him lay down on his back. His whole face was completely red like tomato. He pulled out his toe. Now they both were all in boxes. June locked his hands and with Jin's and pulled them up of his head. He rubbed his nose in Jin's face and asked his permission. June, may I? Jin shyly nodded his head. After getting permission, he didn't waste a single second and pulled Jin's lips and bit it. He started bleeding and he happily sucked it. Both were wild couple, so don't expect soft and gentle things from them. He didn't seem. Both were fighting for their dominance. It was so rough and wild, just like their personalities. After a long 5 minutes, they were apart from each other. Both were out of breath. Both of their lips were red and swollen. June, I was the first person who got beaten up mercilessly on his first night by his husband. Jin, you should be thankful that I showed some mercy on you and left. Otherwise, what did you do? For that, I will probably you. June, I will take my revenge. I will make you scream double of mine. Get ready to scream my name. Let everyone get to know how the powerful mafia is begging for mercy. I won't go on easy on you. Jin, neither I want. I want a rough and messy. June, I didn't know my cute husband has a wild fantasy. Jin, can't you make it true? June, there is nothing which Kim Nam June can't do. Jin, except breaking things. June, it's my specialty, my love. Just like today, I will gonna break you. I swear. You will gonna cry for mercy, but won't leave you. I promise I will turn your only fantasy in reality. Jin, I will see that. June, how many rounds? Jin, what about whole night? June, Smith, your wish, my command. Arthur, what? They didn't allow us to see anything. They said kids aren't allowed. It wasn't my fault. I tried, but you know na, they just throw us outside in raining. Now what are you waiting for? To like, subscribe and comment. True love is beyond age and profession. Sometimes people who came from dark past or profession are more loyal and trustworthy than others. The end. Arthur's Note. That's it for today. Hope you all like it. This was the requested story for Namjoon. Anshu, this is for you. You want me to write a dark story on Namjoon, so here is it. Yeah, I know it's not a dark one. I thought to write dark, but then changed my mind. My readers are so innocent now, so I can't ruin their innocence by writing smirks. I didn't realize the time it became so long. I hope I didn't disappoint you. I put lots of efforts in this story. Please don't let it ruin. Please show some love to Namjoon story too. There are barely any Namjoon stories. So many readers demanded for Namjoon story. I promise if this story will get good views, then I will make more Namjoon stories in future along with Yunmin. Finger crossed. I really want good amount of views on this. I wanna see how many people love Namjoon, the parent of BTS. Please don't disappoint me. Don't break my heart. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.